Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Sunday, July 2nd, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Los Angeles Dodgers vs Kansas City Royals. The Dodgers are playing well of late, going 7-2 over their last 9 games and pulling within 2 games of the Diamondbacks atop the division. The offense has been tearing it up, scoring 49 runs over their last 6 games. This season, they have plated 445 runs through 81 games, the 4th most runs in the game, and their 130 home runs were 2nd most. Freddie Freeman continues to rake, hitting .320 on the year, 3rd best mark in baseball. The Dodgers' first baseman has 28 doubles, the most overall, 14 home runs, and his 53 RBI are tied for 17th overall. The Royals were smacked around in the series opener on Friday night, giving up 9 runs and 11 hits. With a loss, they were 1-4 over their last 5 games. This season their pitching staff has allowed 445 runs over 82 games, the 3rd most runs yielded in the game. Opponents have a .263 batting average against them, and they've allowed 727 hits, 6th most of any team in the game. Singer is coming off his strongest start of the year, allowing just 4 hits and 2 walks over 6 innings against Cleveland. He has allowed 11 runs combined over his 3 prior starts, but maintained a 3.49 ERA over 5 starts in June. The Dodgers have a history of beating the Royals, winning 8 of their last 10 meetings. The Royals have been struggling at home this season, losing 11 of their last 31 games at Kauffman Stadium. They have also not won more than 1 game in a series at home this year. The Dodgers, on the other hand, have been playing well on the road. They have won 5 of their last 6 road games and have won their last 2 series away from home. They are also 7-1 in their last 8 interleague games against teams with losing records. Based on these factors, I recommend betting on the Dodgers with the run line. Los Angeles was good for 9 runs on their own in the opener on Friday night, and the Royals chimed in with 3 to put that game over. It was the 3rd time in the last 4 meetings between these two that tilted over. The Dodgers have been putting up big run totals lately, dropping 8 runs on Houston last weekend and 14 on Colorado this past Thursday. The Royals' offense can be helpful at times as well, recently scoring 9 against Tampa Bay. They have not been shut out in over 13 games, which is a positive for this club. Gonsolin has given up 11 runs over his last 2 starts, and Singer was strong in his last start but has had trouble stringing together good outings this season. Our total pick is over 9 runs. New York Yankees vs St. Louis Cardinals. New York continues to hold down a wild card spot in the American League playoff hunt. Entering Saturday's doubleheader, they're 6-4 over their last 10 games. Jarrett Cole gets the nod in the series finale, and it'll be his 18th start of the 2023 season. The right-hander has been excellent and enters at 8-1 with a 2.78 ERA and 1.13 WHIP. Most recently, he faced the Rangers and gave up 3 earned runs over just 4.2 innings. It was a no-decision effort for Cole in a game that the Yankees won 5-3. It has been an underwhelming season for the so-called Bronx Bombers. They're just 18th overall in runs scored, 362, this year. Those runs are courtesy of the 25th ranked team batting average, .231, and 21st best ops, .708. As for individual efforts, Anthony Rizzo leads the way in both average, .269, and OBP, .357. Aaron Judge has supplied the power with 19 home runs and 40 RBI. However, the reigning AL MVP is still sidelined with the foot injury he sustained last month. His absence has really hindered New York's offense. St. Louis entered Saturday's doubleheader more than 10.0 games back in the wild card race. They're 6-4 in their last 10 games. Jordan Montgomery takes the ball for St. Louis on Sunday, and it'll be his 17th start of the year. The Southpaw is just 5-7 this year with a 3.52 ERA and 1.27 WHIP over 92.0 innings of work. Most recently, he faced the Astros and limited them to 2 runs, 1 earned, on 6 hits and a walk over 6.2 innings. Montgomery earned the win in the 4-2 affair, and the Redbirds are now 3-1 in his last 4 starts. The offense hasn't really been the issue for the Cardinals this season, as they're currently 12th overall in runs scored, 376. Those runs are thanks to the 13th ranked team batting average, .251, and 8 best ops, .749. Individually, reigning MVP Paul Goldschmidt leads the way in both batting average, .285, and OBP, .374. Nolan Arenado has supplemented in the power department as he has the edge in home runs, 16, and RBI, 54. Okay, so when it comes to a side, this game is a coin flip. However, in terms of a total, I think the under is clearly the play here. As I mentioned, both starters have been awesome recently. Over 5 starts in June, Cole posted a 2.40 ERA and 1.10 WHIP over 30.0 innings of work. 4 of the 5 starts were of the quality variety. As for Montgomery, he also recorded 4 quality starts in 5 outings in June. The left-hander posted a 1.71 ERA and 0.95 WHIP over 31.2 innings pitched. Finally, one of the hidden gems in terms of statistics here lies in the head-to-head numbers. The current Cardinals roster is slashing just .194, .229.403 over 67 at-bats against Cole. Meanwhile, the Yankees are slashing just .130, .231.130 against Montgomery in 23 at-bats. Not one of their at-bats has been an extra base hit. Let's ride with the under in this getaway day showdown. Cleveland Guardians vs Chicago Cubs. The Cleveland Guardians are expected to trot out Aaron Civale. In his last start, he went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 walks, 4 earned runs, and struck out 5 in a no decision against the Milwaukee Brewers. On the season, he has a record of 2-2 with a 3.18 ERA, 1.26 WHIP, and a 33/15 KBB ratio in 7 starts this season. Opposing batters are hitting .235 against Civale. Chicago is expected to start veteran Jameson Taillon. He went 5 innings and gave up 7 hits, 1 walk, 5 earned runs, and struck out 8 in a loss against the Philadelphia Phillies. Taillon has a record of 2-6 with a 6.90 ERA, 1.55 WHIP, and a 53/20 KBB ratio in 13 starts this season. Opposing batters are hitting .300 against Taillon this season. The offense has been pretty good for the Cubs this season. They are above average in the league in runs, RBIs, walks, stolen bases, OBP, and OPS. The Cubs pitching staff has been good this season. They are above average in the league in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, home runs allowed, walks allowed, WHIP, and batting average against as a team. Justin Steele and Marcus Stroman have each started 14 or more games, and each has an ERA under 2.65. Jameson Taillon has been struggling this season, posting a 2-6 record with a 6.90 ERA, 1.55 WHIP, and a 53/20 KBB ratio in 13 starts. Opposing batters are hitting .300 against him, and he has allowed 3 or more earned runs in 11 of his 13 starts. Taillon has allowed a home run in 4 straight starts and 2 home runs in 3 of his last 4 starts. The Cleveland Guardians have a strong offense, led by Josh Naylor and Jose Ramirez. Naylor and Ramirez have been hitting the ball very well recently, and they will likely be able to hit Taillon well. I believe that the Guardians will score on Taillon and win this matchup. Based on these factors, I recommend betting on the Cleveland Guardians on the money line. Cleveland's offense will hit Taillon well. Josh Naylor and Jose Ramirez have been hitting the ball very well recently. The Guardians have fared much better against right-handed pitchers over lefties. Jameson Taillon has struggled this season. Taillon has a 6.90 ERA, 1.55 WHIP, and a 53/20 KBB ratio in 13 starts this season. Opposing batters are hitting .300 against Taillon this season. He has allowed 3 or more earned runs in 11 out of 13 starts this season. Taillon has allowed a home run in 4 straight starts, and he has allowed 2 home runs in 3 of the last 4 starts. This game will be a higher scoring contest, and the over will hit. Take the over, 8 runs.